Hello, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Lonnie, and today we are here with a CAS Sunday video. So today's CAS video is obviously going to be a little bit different than last one. This is actually a creative sim videos because we are starting a new challenge. We are starting the Joy of Life challenge that will be posted in next week's run of videos just because it's easier to do that way, but it will be a new series I'm dropping on my channel. So I'll have 3 series, technically 4 if you count CAS Sundays, but I don't really want to count it. We'll have 3 series going on at the same time. I did want a little bit of a change of pace, but I also wanted to do because I've done the Joy of Life before. I've never done it on camera, so I wanted to do it again on camera, so that's what we're doing. But I do have a little backstory to share with you all, and I will be doing this for literally all the gens of this challenge because I'm learning, y'all. I'm learning. So yeah, we're gonna hop straight into her backstory. Generation 1, the bacon extraordinaire. This is our sim, Lila Sweeting. She has the foodie, perfectionist, and outgoing traits. Her aspiration is market magnate, and her career is a baker. So obviously she'll be a baker. Now for her backstory. For Lila Sweeting, baking has always been more than just a hobby. It's her way of expressing love. Growing up in a quiet countryside home, Lila spent her childhood helping her father bake bread and her mother decorate cakes for local fairs. The family kitchen was her safe haven, where the smells of fresh dough and vanilla always lingered. But life wasn't always sweet. When her parents passed their bakery to her older sibling, Lila felt left behind. Determined to prove she could build her own legacy, she packed up her belongings and moved to a small town to start fresh. With only a rolling pin and a few handwritten family recipes and a dream to her name, Lila set out to become the best baker anyone had ever seen. She started small, bake sales on the front of her lawn, and customer orders for neighbors. Over time, word began to spread about Lila's incredible desserts. From her melt-in-your-mouth cinnamon rolls to her perfectly frosted cupcakes, her ultimate dream is to open a cozy bakery that becomes the heart of her community, where families come to share moments of warm pastries over coffee. But life in her new town isn't all sugar and spice. Lila's social butterfly personality often lands her in quirky situations, like blind dates with questionable suitors or juggling her growing business while raising a child from an unexpected romance. Through it all, she's determined to sprinkle a little sweetness into everything she does, even when the dough doesn't rise as planned. Now, for her character description, I literally planned this all out. Like, that's why I'm so excited to play it. But, character description. Lila is charming, optimistic, and a little too obsessed with achieving perfection in her baked goods. She has an eye for detail, whether it's piping flawless frosting or ensuring every table at her bake sale is beautifully set. Her love for baking is matched only by her love for people. She thrives on building connections and spreading happiness through her treats. While she's friendly and outgoing, Lila struggles with self-doubt, especially when she feels her creations aren't good enough. She's learning to embrace imperfection and find joy in the process, rather than just the results. Outside of her bakery dreams, Lila's social life is a whirlwind of blind dates, neighborhood gossip, and eventually learning to raise a child in the midst of her ambitions. Now, I do go over the rules and stuff in the first episode, but I'm going to go over them again here. So for every gen, there's going to be like 3 categories of goals. So some are going to have 4, but most of them are going to have 3. So, rules and goals for Generation 1. We're going to start with her career goals. So she has to master the baking skill. She has to regularly sell baked goods through bake sales, a home bakery, or retail lot. And she's going to reach level 10 in the baker career. That is not, so if you're going to follow along, this is a mod. So if you're watching and you're playing on console or something like that, I do apologize, but the baker career is a mod. I have it because, again, I've played it before. So yeah, her lifestyle goals is host a bake sale or market stall at least once every 2 weeks. I'm switching that to every other day because my girl has to make money until she can open her bakery. And then bake something holiday themed for every major holiday. And then if you use mods, you can use mods like Granny's Cookbook or Oni's Food Mod. Another good one is Tiana Sims. That is the main one I feel like I'll be using along with Granny's Cookbook. Build a small bakery. It can either be home-based or on your retail lot. Obviously, the retail one comes with the game. Home-based is more of a mod-based one. And upgrade it as your income grows. Her personal goals, the personal goals for the challenge is go on at least 5 dates. You can use mods like the one from Little Miss Sam or the RPO mod. I'm just going to be using Cupid's Corner because it's already in the game. And then the next one is have at least one child with someone from a blind date. Marriage is optional. I won't be doing the marriage part just because, no, I'm going to have her have one child from a blind date. And then once all the blind dates are over, I'll probably have her choose someone. And then the last one for personal goals is I feel like I said this already, but throw over the top parties for your children, featuring elaborate cakes and baked treats. Now for the optional challenges, which I am going to do, one of them is create a signature dish, a signature dessert that represents your Sims baking brand. So when she reaches level 10 in the baking, not in the baking career, but with her baking skill, I'm going to go through all of the desserts between base game and all the mods I have, and I'm going to choose one, and that'll be her signature dessert. Earn enough money from your baked goods to build your dream bakery or renovate your home kitchen. We'll be doing both. So we're going to build her dream bakery and we're going to renovate her home kitchen. Build a network of foodies and baker friends by hosting dinner parties or attending food events. I kind of want her to have a little club where people come and bake and then they have fun and all that stuff. But obviously, it'll probably be made up of her coworkers if we can find her any. But yeah, and then that is it when it comes to Lila in her backstory. I almost called her Lilith. Now I want to go over a few things. Obviously, we kind of pretty far into the CAS video now, but I did want to go over a couple things when it comes to her looks. For one, I kind of wanted to give her I don't want to really say non-traditional, I wanted to give her a special look about her. So later in the not a little bit later in the CAS video, I end up making her go back to blonde, just because I like the way the ginger eyebrows and the blonde hair look, and also because I wanted to go for something that was a bit more out of the norm, if that makes sense. I also end up changing her freckles because I wanted her freckles to be like all over her body, and it took me a while. It took me a good while to find what's the word I'm looking to find freckles that went all over her body, but I did end up finding that. Another thing is her eyes. I spent so long in the eyes category because the entire time I was trying to find hazel-ish eyes, and you guys will see it was a real struggle, but I'm happy with how that turned out. Another thing I want to go over is her style. I kind of went for like a basic cutesy style. As you see, once I start doing her outfits are pretty basic, but they involve a lot of patterns. That she gets that from her mom. Another thing I want to mentioning her mom, is I don't show me creating her family, just because this video would probably be like 2 hours long if I did. So I only show the creative sim of me making her instead of the creative sim of me making her and her family. But she does have a mom, she does have a dad, and she does have a twin sister named Kennedy, who you would meet when I post the first episode of her challenge, which I'm still so excited about because the Joy of Life is just a really fun challenge. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I'm missing when it comes to her and her cast. Oh yeah, another thing is, actually, it's kind of your opinion. Do we like the fact that she's blonde? Now, when it comes to her hair color, I don't want to really say it's like natural. I want to say more like she dyed it, but at the same time her family does kind of have like a brownish blondish hair, if that makes sense. As you can see here, I'm struggling finding hazel eyes, but I did end up finding it. But just let me know how you think about the ginger and the blonde hair combo, because I like it on her, but I'm still debating if I should change it back. And then last but not least, I guess I should go over her likes and dislikes and stuff like that. So obviously I made her like baking and cooking, because one thing that's really a part of her backstory is the fact that she grew up like cooking and baking always with her mother and her father. I didn't do anything else because I do have a mod in my game that randomizes like her favorite color and all this stuff, so I left that all alone. One thing I did go ahead and do though is do her likes and dislikes when it comes to relationships, because obviously we have to start blind dating and stuff like that, so it makes it easier. That I don't have randomized, so I did have to go in and do that myself. I kind of went for more like chill sims and stuff like that. I don't think I'm gonna make somebody from her unless I really can't find somebody. But yeah, that's it for my little yap sesh. I have nothing else to yap about, to talk about. I went over everything I wanted to. If you guys like her backstory, please let me know. I wish I had did more backstories for like Lilith and Zeus, but it was just me starting out, so I'm really excited to play with a sim that has more of an intricate backstory, more planned out, if that makes sense. But if you guys like this cast video, please let me know anything you would like change or add on to her, because I also literally in a video kind of put a lip piercing on her and I don't know if I liked it or not, so let me know. But thank you guys so much for watching. Keep a lookout for her first debut episode, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.